If you're just starting out in Witchspire, these are the tips you need to know to get started. And stick around until the end because I've got a little secret tip for you too. Welcome to MegsQuest. I'm Meg, and today we're going through some of the best beginner tips you need to know when starting out in Witchspire. First things first, when you start a new game, take a minute to look through the difficulty settings. If you're looking for a more cozy and relaxed experience, you'll probably want to choose the easy option, especially because Witchspire does have a fair amount of combat. You can also customize your server settings. For example, when you die, you can choose to keep your inventory, or if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can set the items to drop. Have a quick read through the options and set everything up to the way that suits how you want to play. Once you're happy with your settings, you're ready to jump in. There are plenty of ways to customize your witch, and because the game is still in early access, we may see even more customization options added in the future. But for now, there's definitely plenty to play around with. My first character tip would be to choose the Cloud Piercers, as you'll start the game with both a sword and fire magic. If you don't fancy that one, then any of the first 3 choices will start you off with a sword, which is really useful. Once you reach your first hearth, you will unlock a wand, meaning you'll already have both a sword and a wand ready to go without needing to craft a sword yourself. As the game starts, you'll go through a short tutorial, and eventually you'll reach a door where you get to choose your familiar. They're all very cute, but personally I'd recommend choosing one of the familiars on either end and avoiding the middle too. You're now ready to jump into the world. One of the first things you'll be asked to do is to unlock your hearth, and this is where you'll unlock your wand. Once you have it, you'll be able to use both melee and range attacks, which gives you a lot more flexibility in combat. Your first wand also comes with the ability that sends damage orbs flying around you, damaging the enemies nearby. It's actually a really strong ability early game, so make use of it. And speaking of combat, you'll want to start fighting and leveling up pretty much straight away. This leads us nicely on to bonding with familiars. When you defeat a familiar, there's a chance that it will leave an orb behind. If that orb stays, you'll be given the option to bond with the familiar, which means you've successfully obtained it. Now, this won't happen every time, so don't panic if you don't get the familiar you want straight away. It can take multiple attempts. Bonding is really important because your familiars aren't just there to look cute. You'll need certain familiars to use some of the workbenches around your campsite, and you can also take them to battle with you. So there are a few ways to increase your chances of getting the bonding orb to drop. You can use things like incense or scrolls, and you can also spend your Luminary Points. You want to look out for Spirit Charmer, as that can also help increase your chances of an orb appearing. Moving on to the next tip. Collect pretty much everything you see. If you can pick it up, grab it, because chances are you'll need it somewhere later on in the game. The only problem is that your inventory space is pretty limited at the beginning, so make sure you craft plenty of chests early on. You'll need wood to make them, which you can collect straight from the ground as you explore. You'll also want to keep an eye out for alder trees and these stone tablets as you explore. Interacting with them can increase your inventory space and, more importantly, give you Luminary Points. Luminary Points are really useful for building your character up. You can use them to unlock stronger weapons, building materials, potions, and plenty of other upgrades, so definitely don't ignore them. Your familiars also have their own Luminary Points, which can be used to make them stronger too. And now for that beginner tip I mentioned at the start. If you're looking towards the purple alder tree, you'll see a mountain in the distance, and you're going to want to make your way to the top of it. You can't technically climb in Witchspire, but you can jump your way up a lot of the mountains. It can be a little awkward in places, but just keep going. Once you reach the top, you will find a 4-leaf clover. Equip this to your character's trinket slot and it will give you an extra 110 luck. This is really useful early on because you'll find lots of chests around the world, and having that extra luck increases your chances of getting better drops from them. Also, don't forget to take on those Froblin camps as you explore because they can have some really good chests to loot too. To wrap up the video and my first few tips for early game, we're going to head over to the purple alder tree. Here's a closer look at those stone tablets I mentioned earlier. The purple ones give you Luminary Points, while the orange glowing ones increase your inventory space. Around the trees, you'll often find chests and valuable resources, so make sure you have a good look around and collect everything you can. You may even come across potions that can give you extra XP. You'll also want to level up your hearth as soon as possible so that you can eventually unlock your broomstick and start flying. Flying opens up so much more of the map, but it's not quite as simple as crafting a broom and taking off. We'll cover exactly how flying works in the next video. That's it for my first Witchspire beginner tips. I've been absolutely loving this game and streaming plenty of it too. If you want to catch me live, you can find me over on Twitch as MegsQuest. And until the next one, stay witchy.